Ukrainian Orthodox. What is it? Why do they exist? We're the R team, and we're gonna find out. We found a Ukrainian Orthodox church called the Holy Trinity at 643 13th Street North, so we sent our investigators in to check it out. Hans and Jen, our crack team of religious investigators. Loring, our mullet-haired operations manager.
How's it going, Loring?
Alright, so what happened in there?
Oh, we got willow branches. That I'm sure of. It's supposed to be representative of Palm Sunday, but since we're in Canada, we have no palms. The service was pretty typical of a lot of services I've been to, except for there's a lot of chanting. There's no like real four-part Western harmony. It was a lot of chanting of scripture. It was a pretty interesting sermon. Did a lot of standing. In fact, my legs got a little sore about an hour into it.
All sorts of people there. There's people from so many nationalities. There's Russians, there's Greeks, there's Ukrainians, obviously. There's Latvians and Moldovians, there's Africans, and there's people of all ages, actually. There's small children running around, there's young adults and families, and there's older adults and seniors. Everybody's there.
Pretty cool group of people. Very friendly, really warming.
Very welcoming.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome, but that really doesn't cut it for us. We're going to need some more in-depth investigation here.
That's when they called me in. There were some tough questions that needed to be asked, and I wasn't afraid to ask them. My name is Alan, and I'm a celebrity rap star. Wait, what? No! Quit messing around! There we go. My name is Alan, and I'm the interviewer. I needed answers, and Kyle Lickis would be the man with those answers. He seemed to know a lot about Orthodoxy.
Hi, I'm Subdeacon Kyle Lickis, and welcome to our parish of Holy Trinity Ukrainian Greek Orthodox Church. And let me be your guide, and we know lots about Orthodoxy.
See? I sat down with Kyle to discuss the ins and outs of his religion.
Hello, Kyle.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you.
So let's get started, shall we? What is Ukrainian Orthodox?
Okay. Ukrainian Orthodox is an Orthodox church in our area. We're under the auspices of the Ukrainian hierarchy. So that's what it is. In the canons of the churches, every country has their own Orthodox Church. Orthodox Church of Britain, Russia, Ukraine. But because of the communist problems, we have a mixture in the West. Romanian, Greek. Anyways, we are under the Ukrainian auspices. The founding fathers were Ukrainian.
Okay.
But they hold to those principles of the Orthodox Church and the Divine Liturgy.
Right. Let's get into a little bit of theology.
One of the particular distinguishing characteristics of Orthodoxy is the fact that it's a communal, but it's a relational language, or it's a relational understanding. So that our whole focus is the Holy Trinity and the unity within those three, yet there's one God, there's three parts.
Okay.
And yet within those three parts they're distinguished, but they're not distinguished because they're in that close of a union. And so our whole theology and our practice is all about that communion.
Okay.
So that, that's why, you come and experience it, because it's not so much thought process. Thought is just part of a person. You've got the heart or the soul as well,
right,
and the physical body. And all three of those are tied together like the unity within the Holy Trinity.
Okay.
So that the resurrection at the end will be our completeness.
Okay.
And then
It was all standing. I noticed that nobody, like, there was one part where we all sat down.
Mhm.
Throughout the whole thing, everybody was standing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, the part is in the Old Testament, even in Revelations, the people are always standing before God.
Right.
So it helps in that, but it also, if we're standing, it also usually keeps our minds from being distracted about other things like the pot roaster.
Right.
And as well, it also helps in the eating because, like I said, there's not that dichotomy, that we're just body and soul. So when we die, the one is separated for eternity. No, it's all of us. So we're complete. So in our worship as well, not only do we worship with our mind, we worship with our heart, we worship with our bodies.
Right. So I gotta stand for the whole hour and a half. Yeah.
See, and in Russia, you could some services you could be there for 8 hours.
Yeah. Just standing.
Just standing, yep.
Wow. Well, I noticed during the service that everybody faces the front.
To the east.
Right. To the
Yes.
east. Okay.
If they're built right. Otherwise, okay, they'd be facing towards iconostasis.
Yeah.
And actually, it's towards the altar.
And then I've been to other services where the priest faces the rest of the congregation. Does the priest also face the rest of the congregation?
Only when he blesses them.
Only when he
See,
blesses.
because like I said, there's that communion. So even though the priest is a priest, he's still a person, and his job is to direct our prayers to God.
Right.
So he's praying along with his back, facing the people, because he's praying with the people
Right.
as well.
Right.
So it's a different tone because, and you could almost construe it otherwise as if he is God himself and the people are praying to him.
Right. In, I guess, non-Orthodox.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, I guess. Do you have youth programs set up to kind of retain the youth?
Okay, not yet.
Okay.
Let's see, because we're rebuilding. So we've got like a Sunday school program for the little kids, but we don't have really any teenagers yet. So at that point, it'll have to be something to be worked on.
Right. Right. Because I guess as the older members are thinning out, you need to recruit
Mhm.
more of the younger members. Is it more of a family thing then? You get.
It is now.
Yeah.
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 See, you got, whether it's been westernized or not before and this is coming from the old country, you didn't
Right.
question anything.
Right.
That was just the way things were.
Yeah.
Right, and so that worked fine for a couple generations, but now for our generation, that doesn't work.
Right.
The kids are asking, why do you do this? Why do you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. How would you predict the future of your church in Lethbridge?
Well, I can say we'll be here for a while, a long time. We'll probably become more either diversified ethnically
Right.
or become more the greater use of English.
Okay, that makes sense. So less.
So I'm going to be able to become more Canadian.
Kyle, thank you.
All right. Blessings to you. Thank you.
So that's what they were all about. I would say this was a successful mission. Until next time, for the R Team, Alan out.
Roll the credit.